Okay, so in this example I'm using Edge, and what I'm doing is clearing all my history. If we delete the browsing history, we got to make sure we do that for all time. That's because obviously I've got another Microsoft account, so I'm going to remove that. Sign out of that Microsoft account, which is my GCU Microsoft account. And yeah, I want to sign out. So if you're a student at another university or something and you want to sign out of that. And then also in private window, so you can get into private mode. And we're going to look for New College Lanarkshire. If you click on that. And this is what's hosting the learning management system, Moodle. So we're looking for that. So first of all, we can go to student portal. So we're going to sign into the student portal first of all. You will have been emailed out a student number. So take your student number, there's mine as an example, at my.nclan.ac.uk, and then we'll go next on that. Okay, so the password would be your date of birth, day, month, and then 4 digits for year. And then put in that password. It's asking you straight away just to change it. So put in that date of birth password as it was. And then think a new password. And try and remember it. You'll be required to input that in a wee second as well. So think about a new password. Retype that. And then that's what it's asking for now. So now to sign in using that new password. And sign in. And then so the first thing that happens is you're going to sign in, but you need to give more information. There's multi-factor authentication to happen and so on. So once it loads up, we're going to pick UK for your phone. And then put your phone number in there. And I'll just blur mine out here, but put your phone number in. It will text you a code or call you, but text a code. And this is the multi-factor authentication. So there we go. So I got a text straight away for that, and I'll just enter the code that I was sent. And next for the next step. Okay, so that was successful. And then we'll go done. To continue signing in. And this is what the intranet site looks like. So there's your home dashboard, which if you click on, then introduces you to Moodle. Now Moodle, we still have to actually log into that the first time again. It doesn't take as long, so we've got login up here, and there's your information. So my number is there, name, etc. And then just some information. Have a little read through. Can't upload your profile until everything else has been completed if you want to, but you necessarily don't need to. Everything else here is just optional, but I just go straight to just that's fine. Update the profile. You're basically just accepting it, and then the data protection side of things. So there's one window within another window. You notice I have to move my mouse out to the right hand side to scroll down to see the confirm button that's there. So confirm that. And then that's us inside Moodle. So initially there's my Moodle, which will list all my courses, badges and so on. Click on my Moodle and search for Worldskills. And if you just click search, there's two. There's digital construction, mechanical engineering CAD, and you're looking for digital construction. You will have been sent an enrolment key for that, so that's what you want to type in now to self-enroll. Click enroll me, and that's you in. Now you won't have to do all that again. That's much quicker the next time. Is just go to Moodle and keep yourself signed in. But here's what it looks like. So we've got all these different sections. There's a little handbook that I'll download and just have a look at it just now. And then if we open up that handbook, what we'll see is I think it's frozen a wee bit. There we go. Wrong screen. So we'll see some information within here on the competition tasks and so on. So competition overview, some registration, career pathways, what type of work might you do in digital construction, It's just some generic information that's related to this competition, and then some example types of questions that might come up actually in the next stage, not in the entry stage, but in the national qualifier, for example. Training materials, there is a link there, and you can click on that, and it takes you to, we'll just reject all at this point, but it takes you to all the video tutorials, and you can work your way through. Again, these are more for the national qualifier than the entry stage that's just coming up. And there's data sets for that as well. So if you're looking to learn how to use Revit or Navisworks and it's step by step, then the data sets are there also. So going in here, data sets are there, documents are there, download is there. I will download anyway. I can virus scan it if we want to virus scan it individually, but pretty much I know where it's coming from. And then some top tips. So while there were nice video tutorials, I've highlighted the key areas that are maybe the 4 or 5 areas where there's the most to pick up. So we've got the Worldskills UK competition, then the BIM execution plan that would take you through a BIM execution plan if it wasn't for all the adverts. There are all of these videos that are there. They are hours and hours long, but pretty much I've picked out some of the best ones that you might need to know, just purely for the entry stage. This is the most important part right now and not available yet. The other parts, but practice area below that will be the actual competition. So in the practice area we can download the practice data set. It's going to give you a BIM execution plan and a model that you need to work with. What I would suggest you do when you're practicing is open the Revit model in version 23 and then save it, because it's going to be version 21 and it will take a while to open and upgrade. Practice heat quiz. So this is what I want you to practice on. So if you click on practice heat quiz, we're introduced to some blurb. It hasn't started yet. We'll have an hour and 30 minutes, 90 minutes or so. It hasn't started yet. Grading method is last attempt in this practice, so you can attempt it as many times as you want. It's a training aid, and once you click attempt quiz and start, it will start the clock. Same in the actual official competition. So this is laid out slightly different. You'll actually see a question, then an answer. I'm just going to pick the top answer every time, so I'm not steering anybody towards that's the right answer, the wrong answer. I'm just going to pick the top one every time, and I can see 24, 25 questions. In the real competition I will see one at a time, and we have to click next page. So it looks like we're up to like number 25 or so on this, but if it's just to give you a chance to practice, if you click next page, it takes you to 26 and shows you just one. Now this is what the actual official quiz assessment will look like, the competition. So you can next page here, or you can click on the right hand side and jump to that. Read the question, understand what it's asking you, and then pick the answer. And again, I'm just going to pick the top one again. Next page, read the question, answer it, next page. Or you can jump on the right hand side, you can see which ones have been answered. Type your answer in, obviously, if it's asking for that, or pick a box. Finish attempt, or you can go back and see which ones have been attempted and which have not. Okay, so 17 has not been attempted, we can see, and it takes me to that, and yeah, read it and pick. I'm just picking the top one, obviously. Don't do that. Read it and see which one is the correct answer and go for it. Enter that. Finish attempt when we're done. Now, if you click next page, so we're 29, takes you here, this is finish attempt. It tells you again you haven't answered these, so you can return to the quiz and complete it. You've still got an hour and 28 minutes left, why not? Or submit all and finish. And when you click that, you get again confirmation, submit all and finish, and that will be your attempt done. You won't see this in the actual competition. You will just see done, well done, thanks for competing, and if you will be told your score at some point by me a couple of weeks later. But this one here for training is telling you everything you got wrong and giving you some hints as to where you can go. And normally, when you go to New College Lanarkshire website, once you've done all the registration and signed in, as I said, it's much easier. You can just click on Moodle and you're into Moodle. There's digital construction and straight in. Bookmark it if you wish. You may have to, again, just sign out and things like that of your Microsoft account. And on the day, at the time in your email, the official competition will be switched on.